Good morning. Today we're going to look at oral dosage calculations. We're wanting to calculate how many tablets or capsules per dose we want to give based on what the doctor has ordered. So the formula that we're going to use is desired over half times quantity. The D, which is my desired, is also my doctor's order, or the APN, or whatever health profession. So this is your order. The have is what you have on hand, or your supply. The weight of the medication in the supply. And the quantity is, in this case, the number of tablets or capsules. I'm just going to put tablets / capsules that you'll give, or that you have per the dose. So you can find your supply dose will be on your label. So in this case, the order is, I can't say that medication, but it's 1 gram by mouth QID before meals and at bedtime. What I have on hand, or my supply, is the Carefate, which I can say that one, tablets, 1 gram. And since it's tablets, the tablet is my quantity. The 1 gram is what I have on hand. And of course, then the 1 gram in the order is my desired. So following my formula, desired over half times quantity, my desired is 1 gram, my have is 1 gram, and my quantity is 1 tablet. Now, even though there's 100 tablets in the vial, I'm not using that amount. I'm using just 1 tablet because it's 1 gram per tablet. The weight of the medication on the label is per tablet. So when I do the math on this, my grams cancel. 1 divided by 1 times 1 gives me 1 tablet. These are not hard if you don't overthink. And the key there is not overthinking. All right, so let's look at number 2. I have clarithromycin, 500 milligrams by mouth every 12 hours is my order. My supply is Biaxin or Flimtab. Those are the name brands for clarithromycin tablets, 250 milligrams. So my desired, my D is my 500 milligrams, what the doctor ordered. My have is the weight of my medication on the label, and my quantity is, in this case, per tablet. So it's 1 tablet. So then I'm going to have, setting it up, my desired 500 milligrams over 250 milligrams per 1 tablet. Milligrams cancel. I always cancel my zeros. I'm either not, so I don't either have to put them in my calculator, because 50 divided by 25 is easier sometimes to see than 500 divided by 250. Either way works. But I know 25 goes into 50 2 times. So 2 times 1 tablet gives me 2 tablets. So let's keep looking. Let's look at number 3. This one is clonazepam, 1.5 milligrams by mouth 3 times a day. The tablets, the supply, they're scored tablets. That means that these tablets can be broken half, or cut in half, or cut in fourths. If you'll notice the little tablet here at the bottom of the label, that shows you how it's scored. It's scored 2 different ways, so it can be cut in fourths if you need it to be. You cannot give a half a tablet, or a fourth of a tablet, or 3/4 of a tablet if the tablet is not scored. So if the tablet's not scored, then you're going to contact the ordering provider. So whoever ordered the medication, you're going to say, hey, the tablet's not scored. Do you want to order? What do you want to do? So let's look at this one. For this sake, though, I just want you to calculate whether the tablets are scored or not. I just want you to be able to calculate the dosage. So again, with this one, my desired is a 1.5 milligrams in the order. My have is the weight of the medication that's on the label. So that's my 2 milligrams. And then it is in, I want to think they're tablets. I didn't realize that this was not an English label till after I put it on here, and then I forgot about it. All right, so setting it up, desired over have times quantity. So my desired is 1.5 milligrams. My have is my 2 milligrams. And then my quantity, again, is my 1 tablet. So milligrams cancel. Make sure you're always putting your unit of measure here, because if you're not, you may have it ordered in one unit and the supply may be in another. This is just one way to make sure that you catch that you need to convert something. So make sure you're putting your units, because if they don't cancel, then you've got to convert something. Then I'm going to do 1.5 divided by 2. And that gives me 0.75 tablets. So in reality, I'd be giving 3/4 of a tablet. When you're charting it, you're going to chart it as a fraction, or as a decimal, I'm sorry. When you're putting it in Hawks, for our course, you're going to put the decimal, the 0.75. Okay, let's look at a couple more. In example 4, notice, I've got levotraxone, I don't know how to say this, 0.05 or 5/100 of a milligram. Notice that the supply is either 25 micrograms or 25 thousandths of a milligram. These are equivalent amounts. That means that I can use either one when calculating the dose. Since my order is in milligrams, I want to use the milligrams. So my desired is 0.05 milligrams. My have is 0.025 milligrams. And since these are tablets, then it's going to be per 1 tablet. Now, if I'm having to do these by hand, I would convert them to where they're both in whole numbers, getting rid of my decimals. But since they're in decimal form, you can use your calculator. But I'm going to end up with 2 tablets. So if I take 0.05 and divide it by 0.025, I'm going to get 2 tablets. I was looking for one. No, I'll do that one in a minute. Sometimes you may have the same medication as I have on number 5. You may have the same medication in your drawer to pull from, because some patients may need to take a sublingual tablet and then may need to take an extended release later. A sublingual is one that's going to react immediately. An extended release is one that is acting over time. So with this one, this is nitroglycerin, 0.6 milligrams SL stat, and then repeat in 5 minutes if no relief for angina. So I want to choose the label that has the SL on it. And if you remember, SL is sublingual. So if you'll notice, the nitrostat is sublingual tablets, where the nitroglycerin is extended release capsules. Nitrostat, nitroglycerin is the same thing. Nitrostat is just a brand name. So I don't want the extended release, so I'm not even going to worry about that label. And I'm only going to use the sublingual, the nitrostat label. So again, desired is the 0.6. My have is the 0.3. And then since it's tablets, that's my quantity, 1 tablet. So the desired over have times quantity, 0.6 milligrams over 0.3 milligrams times 1 tablet. So my milligrams will cancel. 0.6 divided by 0.3 times 1 tablet gives me 2 tablets. Okay, and the last one that I'm going to do is number 6. Because this one, notice that the medication I have is 0.1 gram. That's my desired. My half is 100 milligrams, and of course my quantity is 1 tablet. First thing I have to do is I have to convert my 1/10 of a gram to milligrams. You always want to convert to the smaller. It'll work either way, but it's just easier to convert to the smaller unit because then you're not dealing with decimals. So to convert the 1 gram or the 0.1 gram, that always goes on top. Since I have grams on top, grams has to go to the bottom, so they'll cancel and leave me with milligrams. So we know that 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. So then my grams cancel. 0.1 times 1,000 gives me 100 milligrams. So then my desired becomes 100 milligrams instead of the 1 gram. So then I have 100 milligrams over my order, which is 100 milligrams, times 1 tablet. And when you're dealing with the oral medications of tablets and capsules, it's always going to be per 1 tablet, per 1 capsule, always. So my milligrams will cancel. 100 divided by 100 is 1 times 1 gives me 1 tablet. Your general amount is either going to be, it's going to be 1 to 3 tablets. Sometimes a half tablet is given, sometimes 3/4 of a tablet. So hopefully just don't overthink these. Make sure you're using your units of measure. Make sure you're adding those in your problems.